In 1977, a single bottle of water cost more than a gallon of gasoline. People laughed. Pay for water? Are you insane? It comes out of the tap for free. Fast forward to today. Americans now spend over $90 billion a year on bottled water. Here's the dark truth. A lot of that premium bottled water is literally your tap water. Repackaged. Marketed with fancy words. Marked up by as much as 4,000%. This isn't just a business success story. This is one of the biggest legal scams ever pulled on the American public. And you're paying for it every single day. Imagine this. It's the late 1980s. A young marketing executive sits at her desk. Her boss walks in, puts a glass of tap water in front of her and says, "Sell this. Make people pay $2 for something they already have at home." Sounds impossible, right? But this is how billion-dollar companies are built. Not by creating real value, but by creating perception. Soda companies saw a problem coming. People were getting more health conscious. Soda started looking bad. So they needed a healthy alternative. But how do you make millions selling something that's basically free? You don't sell water. You sell fear. Step 1. Make people afraid of their tap water. Suddenly, news stories start popping up. Lead pipes, chlorine, fluoride, rusty water, contamination. Now, yes, there are real water problems in some places. But here's what you probably don't know. In the US, tap water is heavily regulated by the EPA. It has to meet dozens of safety standards, and it's tested constantly. Bottled water? It's actually held to weaker testing standards in many cases. Let that sink in. The thing you're afraid of might be safer than the thing you're happily paying for. But marketing doesn't care about facts. It cares about feelings. And fear is insanely profitable. Once they scared you away from the tap, they did something genius. They made water aspirational. From untouched island springs, filtered through volcanic rock for centuries. From ancient glaciers. You've seen these phrases on labels? But in blind taste tests, most people cannot tell the difference between expensive bottled water and regular tap water. When people don't see the label, their guesses are terrible. But the moment they see the fancy bottle, suddenly the Fiji or glacier water tastes cleaner. You're not tasting water. You're tasting the story they sold you. That story is what you're really paying for. Let's talk about you and your money. Why do you buy bottled water? Most people say, it's convenient. I don't trust my tap. It feels healthier. But look at the numbers. If you spend just $3 a day on bottled water, that's $90 a month, or $1,095 a year. Now imagine you invest that $3 a day instead in a simple S&P 500 index fund at average market returns for 30 years. That money could grow to over $100,000. That's a six-figure difference over something you could have gotten almost for free. This is how small, harmless purchases quietly destroy your financial future. You're not just buying water. You're trading away your future wealth one plastic bottle at a time. And it's not just about your bank account. Americans throw away tens of billions of plastic water bottles every year. Only a small fraction actually gets recycled. The rest? Landfills, oceans, burned, or broken down into tiny pieces. Scientists are now finding microplastics in human blood, in organs, even in unborn babies. You wanted clean water. You got plastic inside your body. All because a corporation convinced you that the free water in your home wasn't good enough. The bottled water scam isn't really about water. It's about financial literacy. It's about how corporations use psychology to sell you what you already own. No one forced you to buy that bottle. They just whispered, your tap might be dangerous. And you believed it. We all did. So ask yourself, if they can make us pay for water, what else are we buying that we already have? And how much of your financial freedom have you quietly handed over one harmless purchase at a time. If you want more videos that expose money traps like this and help you keep more of your own money, hit subscribe and share this with someone who still buys bottled water every day.